everybody, I'm Pia from Stitches and Scraps. I'm working on this double knit coaster, and today I want to show you how to work from the chart. Each square on this chart represents 2 stitches, one in the front, one in the back. We're going to knit the first stitch and purl the second one, so the knit stitch will be the one that comes in the front and the purl stitch will be the one that goes in the back. Now this color of the square represents which color we want in front. So a white square means we want the background color or the main color to be in the front. So that means we're going to knit with the background color and purl with the accent color. The black square means the opposite. We're going to knit with the accent color and purl with the background color. Now when you're looking at the square from this side, the background color is cream and the accent color is peach. When you're looking at the square from this side, it's reversed. The background color is peach and the accent color is cream. So these refer to the background and accent color, which will be different on each side. So let's see how that works. So on this side, I am looking at white as my, on this side, I'm looking at cream as my background color. Now notice that right at the edge, when I first start, I've got one yarn in front and one in the back. I will show you when we get to the end of the row how that happens, okay? Don't worry about that for right now. Since I'm using circular needles and I don't want to get tangled up later, I'm going to make sure I put my needle under that front yarn. And it's literally just so it doesn't get tangled inside the circular needle. Now, the line that I'm working on, let's first mark which row I'm working on. I'm working on this one. So you can see there's a couple spots where the color has changed from the previous row. You're going to notice that when we get to it. So I am working on this row right here. And my very first stitch is this one. I don't know if you guys can see that very clearly. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. This one is white. So that means that my background color is going to be in front. I'm going to knit with my background color. So let's knit with my background color, which is cream. And now from this point forward, your yarns are going to travel together. When you bring them to the front, bring both yarns to the front. When you bring them to the back, bring both yarns to the back. So for purl, I bring both yarns to the front, which this one already was there. And then I purl the next stitch. So that is my edge stitch. Now I'm going to bring both yarns to the back. And for ease in working, I like to work with my background color in my left hand continental style and my accent color in my right hand throwing style or English style. So that way I can work both and I keep track, regardless of what I'm looking at, of which one is my background color and which one is my accent color. So now let's look at the second square. The second square is a black square. So that means I'm going to knit with my accent color, bring both yarns to the front, and purl with my background color. Okay, that's the same as the square below it. Now I bring both yarns to the back for the next stitch. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches are going to be white. So they're going to be the background color in front. So I'm going to knit with the background color, purl with the accent color. Notice that I'm moving the yarns together. I'm moving both yarns to the back for the knit and both yarns to the front for the purl. Bring both yarns to the back, knit, both yarns to the front, purl. Let's count how many we did because I was not counting, but I think I have one more here at least. Okay. So this was my edge stitch, so that's the white one. Then this was the black one, that's that one. So now I'm supposed to have 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. You see I'm counting them in pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm supposed to have 5. So I'll do one more and it's different from what's below it. Look, that one's white and what's below it is black. So that's why this is different. I'm going to knit with the background color, and I'm going to purl with the accent color. Okay, so that is those 5 white squares that we did. That is those 5 white squares. Now we have 2 black squares. So for 2 pairs of stitches, I am going to knit with the accent color and purl with the background color. I'm still moving my yarn together, both to the front, both to the back. Okay, that was 2 stitches. Now my next stitch is white, and notice the one below it's black, which is why it's going to be different. It's white, so I'm going to knit with the background color and purl with the accent color. Now I have 2 more black, so I'm going to knit with the accent color, purl with the background color, and one more time, knit with the accent color, purl with the background color. Then I have 5 more white, so let's do those. Knit with the background, purl with the accent. Knit with the background, purl with the accent. Knit with the background, purl with the accent. I think I got one more. Whoops. And I'm using the previous row as a cue because I know that this is a copy of what's on the previous row. Sorry, there we go. Slipped on that one. So I noticed that when the color changes, when suddenly I see the accent color in front, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's, now I've reached this edge. And I have 2 stitches left. The first one's a black box, so that one's going to be, whoops, got to bring both to the back. Okay, that one's got to be knit with the accent color and purl with the background color. Now the last stitch of the row is different just to create this nice edge, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to bring both yarns to the back and we're going to slip the first stitch purlwise, okay? There we go, I've slipped 1 stitch purlwise. Now here I made a mistake. Do you see where the yarn crosses? This is the mistake I made. I forgot to bring both stitches or both yarns around together. I moved one and I didn't move the other. So I can drop down and fix that, and I'll do that later. But if you see it crossing like that, that means you made a mistake. Okay, so I slipped with the background color. Now I'm going to bring only the accent color, only this color, to the front. This is the only time you separate the yarns. And I'm going to slip the accent color. Now when I flip, you'll see the yarns are separate just like they were before. And I'm going to be knitting because now this is the background color, right? So now I'm going to put the peach in this hand because that's the background color. And I'm going to put the accent color in this hand because that's my accent color. And continue basically reading the chart. Now for the next row, it's just these borders, next 2 rows. So it's going to be all background color in front except for these 2 little borders here. And that is how you read the chart for double knitting. And you get this nice reversible fabric. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, or leave me a comment. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great videos. Thanks for watching.